Dunkin' is here to help keep you up and running, Philadelphia, with a free medium hot coffee Monday through Friday once a week for members only. So grab a cup of the new Explorer batch with smoky dark berry notes that's an adventure in every sip. Or give a try to the new Dunkin' Midnight, a richer, intensely dark roast with hints of chocolate. Get one free medium hot coffee once a week Monday through Friday for members. Join the Dunkin' app today. America runs on Dunkin'. Exclusions apply. Participation may vary. Limited time offer valid through January 29th.
At NJM Insurance, making our customers happy is what makes us number one. J.D. Power ranked us first in the nation for customer satisfaction with the auto insurance claims experience. Get award-winning service at njm.com. This isn't just insurance, it's NJM.
Thank you for visiting ChristopherMedia.net.
Our business needs vans, lots of vans, and Europcar meets our day-to-day needs all across the country, providing our company with the ideal selection of small, medium or large vans and trucks, and even bespoke commercial vehicles delivered directly to our premises.
From our 22 nationwide locations, Europcar supplies Irish businesses with an unrivaled range of vans, 4x4 pickups, 4-seater commercial SUVs and double cab tippers. With 9,000 vehicles in our fleet, there's no demand we can't fulfill. Europcar, moving your way.
After a great start to the Euro 2020 qualifiers, the Republic of Ireland look to continue their 100% home record as they take on Switzerland on Thursday, September 5th at Aviva Stadium. Then on Tuesday, September 10th, we go again at Aviva for the 3 international friendly versus Bulgaria. Kick-off for both games 7:45. Show your support for the boys in green this September. Tickets on sale now starting at €20 from fai.ie/tickets. Booking fee applies.
ChristopherMedia.net.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, what are you guys up to?
Oh, a little weed, you know.
It's the Weedsman Podcast Nugget.
Zippity what?
Ready to drop the bass? Let's drop the bass.
Whoop-de-doo. What does it all mean?
All the random stuff that didn't fit in Friday's show, you'll find here.
Oh, okay.
Hey, man. You got a joint?
Got a little bit of reflex smell on your boy?
What that mean?
Please, give me my weed, all right?
Accused car thief is also carrying rattlesnake and uranium.
Florida?
Kentucky, it looks
Florida,
like.
man? My next guess was anywhere down south?
Oh, no, this is Oklahoma. Like, did he drive right out of a fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger movie?
Yeah, was he petting a hairless cat?
And a terrarium in the back seat containing a pet timber rattlesnake. How do you get your... Like, rattlesnake's easy. Like, you're in Oklahoma, I imagine you can find a rattlesnake. A canister of radioactive powdered uranium and an open bottle of Kentucky Deluxe whiskey.
I think I remember seeing this. The headline was, officers find rattlesnake in blank. And that's before they found the uranium. Like, that's how the headline was written.
Yeah. They got him on open intoxication. I don't know if it's illegal to have a rattlesnake. Pretty sure it's illegal to have uranium.
It's Oklahoma. Might be able to go either way on the rattlesnake.
Oh, and he was also driving on a suspended license.
I mean, come on. Did we really think there was going to be a valid driver's license in this story?
Fuck it. No. Maybe the guy with the suspended license is not the one you should have transport your uranium. But he just figured, fuck it. In
So
for a penny,
what
in
was
for
on
a
the
pound.
inventory list again?
An open bottle of whiskey, a rattlesnake, and some uranium. And an enemies list. No, there's no enemies list.
I mean, it sounds like the beginning of a bad joke.
Yeah. It's there's very little details as to what the uranium ore can be bought on Amazon. No. They don't know what it was for, why it was, or how it was obtained, but you can buy it on Amazon, apparently.
Did he say, now you've upset my plan for world domination, as he was getting arrested?
There must be some other use for uranium, right? Yeah.
I was on my way to a meeting with Dr. Evil. Can you tell him I'm not going to make it?
Uranium ore. $39.95. Free shipping. Customers who purchase this item also purchased professional Geiger counter. Yeah.
Duh! So. I mean, really? Why wouldn't you? That just seems like the smart thing to do if you're picking up some uranium off Amazon.
Well, how'd you even know if it was real, right? U.S. Armed Forces Nuclear, Biological, and Chemical Survival Manual. It's helpful hints like what to do when your testicles turn black. Comes with a certificate of measured radiation.
Is it written in crayon?
Oh, it's a very official
Steve's writing. Knock it off, Steve.
Very official looking document here. From Images SI Incorporated. Certificate of measured radiation. Use common sense when handling this material. Wash hands after contact. Do not eat or drink while handling, and avoid breathing any dust generated by the sample. What would you use it for, though? And why would you want to have it around? Useful for testing Geiger counters and performing nuclear experiments.
There may be a video that a user's posted online of their experience.
It's intended for educational and scientific uses only.
Are you ready? Yeah, hold on. Got to put in the crystals. So turn it on.
He's smiling.
Look on his face.
It's a piece of crap. It doesn't work.
So that's a user-submitted video. When you buy the uranium on Amazon.
Oh. It must have.
I had a hint there was something wrong with it. It starts with YOU.
Questions like, will this take me back to the future in my DeLorean?
Yeah.
Answer no. Your DeLorean uses a standard GE general purpose waste disposal fusion reactor. U-238 is not fusible material and thus will just clog up the intake, rendering your reactor useless. I recommend ordinary H2O for the reactor and place a canister of U-238 in your pocket where it will best serve the interests of the human race by improving the gene pool. I've got an anthill I want to remove. Is there sufficient quantity to build a working 1/1000 scale Fat Man replica to nuke the little buggers? He wants to build a miniature nuclear bomb. I want to turn my
Why can't I raid, asshole? It's ants.
I want to turn my pet iguana into a 400-foot tall kaiju with radioactive breath. How many should I buy? Answer 2 should do the trick. 3 is overkill. Literally, he'll die if you use 3. Oh gosh. 3.8 out of 5 stars. So little rough on the
top shelf uranium.
No, 5 stars. Bought it for a science project.
3.8. You're buying like mid shelf uranium. You're not buying Grey Goose uranium. You're buying like pop off uranium.
5 stars. Glowing fun. Great for making things glow. I can see my organs now if I pull the sheets over my head.
Is pop off mid shelf anymore, or is that bottom shelf?
Is what?
Or are my standards just way too low? Pop off.
Oh, I don't know. Vodka?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am not sure. They have to... I thought Amazon had a function that you had to actually prove that you purchased the item before you can review it. A 3-star review, great product, poor packaging. I purchased this product 4.47 billion years ago, and when I opened it today, it was half empty.
Signed D. Evil. I want everyone who says they bought this investigated immediately.
I'm guessing most people didn't actually buy it.
Do you have a supervillain background?
This is like...
Are you known for taking over the world?
1,285 reviews.
Is this 1,285 clowns? Like 1,284 clowns and one actual scientist.
Do not buy. Would rate 0 stars if I could. I guess the superpowers you receive from this product are completely random. My power was colon cancer and the ability to smell colors. How am I supposed to fight crime with that? Do not buy. 1 star. Read description carefully. This is not a woman from Ukraine. Very disappointed, but can only blame myself. Please read description when sober. I know that's a joke, but there are legitimate 1-star reviews of things that people fully admit in their review they didn't read the description and they ordered the wrong thing, and they still rated it 1 star. I'm speechless. Fully admit it was their own mistake.
1 star because I'm an idiot.
Teeny bit on the scrappy side for a Geo sample. That was a 2-star review. Wait, 2-star review. Way to get to know people. Okay, where's he going with this?
It's probably delivered with someone who's got to unpackage it for you.
I'm a single man, living alone and looking for ways to meet people. I ordered this as a conversation starter for my blind dates. You know, would you like to come back to my place and see my uranium? Or, you look like an Aura kind of girl. How many of these work? But note the single man.
I feel like now this should be playing behind every review you read.
If I told you could stop your periods, would you come back to my place? Oh my God. Well, after ordering this product, I developed friends on a whole nother level. I'm getting phone calls from this nice man in Korea who wants me to travel over with his baseball player friend of his, and I got an invitation to tour the Soviet Union.
All right, asshole. If you're going to be a joker, it's a basketball player. It's Dennis Rodman.
Yeah. Oh, did I say? He does say basketball player.
Oh.
Did he say I said baseball. Not to mention the pleasant folks from Homeland Security and the CIA who started stopping by in the house. You know true love after the first cavity search. Everyone's a joker.
You an evil Amazon? Can we buy sharks with laser beams?
Oh, probably. You might have to. I think you can buy sharks and laser beams.
You just have to do the hard work yourself.
Yes.
Can you get the shark trainer on Amazon? Train these sharks to shoot these laser beams. I don't have time for this.
Do you train a shark?
Listen, if I can obviously afford sharks and laser beams, I can afford the trainer.
The problem with sharks with laser beams is that they would just fire randomly, constantly in all directions.
Yes! Everything about that sentence sounds awesome. The sharks, the laser beams, the randomly fire. I mean, be in the ocean wouldn't affect us.
I saw a video, a guy who had 2 Roombas, and one was on top of the other, because he has a raised portion in his house. So he has one Roomba that was going around one area, the upper area, and the other one going around the lower area, and they happen to coincide in a way that the one that works the upper part, the raised part, just drove right on top of the other one.
Just mounted the other Roomba?
Just mounted it. And then they just went running around the floor looking for a trench coat, I presume, so they could get into an R-rated movie.
I strapped an MP3 player to one of those floor cleaning robots. Call him DJ Roomba. Little guy cruises around and plays music. What's hot, DJ Roomba? DJ Roomba! Tearing it up!
He likes me.
Let's dance for a little while, Mark.
The Weedsman Podcast. ChristopherMedia.net.
Our business needs vans, lots of vans, and Europcar meets our day-to-day needs all across the country, providing our company with the ideal selection of small, medium or large vans and trucks, and even bespoke commercial vehicles delivered directly to our premises.
From our 22 nationwide locations, Europcar supplies Irish businesses with an unrivaled range of vans, 4x4 pickups, 4-seater commercial SUVs and double cab tippers. With 9,000 vehicles in our fleet, there's no demand we can't fulfill. Europcar, moving your way.
Everyone shouts about how fast their broadband is.
We're fast, mega fast, stupid fast, almost too fast.
But what do they say about reliability? Well, Dublin, with Virgin Media, you get both. Ireland's fastest broadband network and 99.9% network reliability. Reliability at speed. See virginmedia.ie.
Terms and conditions apply. Ireland's fastest broadband network as awarded by Ookla. Network reliability. See virginmedia.ie/proof.
ChristopherMedia.net.
The Weedsman Podcast.
Session starts in a couple of weeks.
Oh, yeah.
Finally. What is this new HBO trend of, hey, something's popular, let's make people wait long for it? Well, strike while the iron's hot, man. By this time last year, Succession was we were already a good month or so in.
Well, I think there's two things to it. I mean, on one hand, I like the fact that HBO is willing to not be tied to arbitrary schedules and give
once a year too grueling asking you to do your job when you work on these shows? Is one season a year too much?
But the problem with the lack in quality of most network shows is that they have to be produced at a certain time and on a certain schedule, and nothing can ever be it's done when it's done. Like when you're working on a movie, they can move the schedule around. They pad in time for reshoots. And I appreciate that HBO is willing to leave people hanging for a little while in order to make sure that the creators of the show are making the product that they want to. That being said, I'm sure this is also based on data that they have that shows that most of their subscribers are paying $15 a month for 2, maybe 3 shows total that they actually actively watch on a regular basis, and in the meantime just don't cancel their subscription.
Yeah, wasn't that the big joke? So when Game of Thrones ended, is everyone was talking about, well, we canceling HBO on Monday.
Right, because they probably just held on to the subscription because they were knowing that there was Game of Thrones coming up, and at the same time, just hanging on to it because there's other stuff that people will be talking about. But yeah, with them losing Game of Thrones, that was the last big show that everybody, I should say, was talking about. I'm sure there's plenty of people that watch their other shows like Big Little Lies, Succession. But
Mandy watches Big Little Lies.
It doesn't hit the same numbers that shows like The Sopranos
Gotta
have
make us
for
wait
them.
For Silicon Valley for their final season next year.
Yeah, exactly. And so they can drag that out a little bit longer. And I'm sure it's not as innocent as, they needed a couple extra months or something for Succession. It probably has to do more with what shows they have to slot where. Because they don't do the amount of volume of original programming like Netflix does. And
they're getting there, though.
So Netflix, no, they're not getting there. I don't think you understand the number of shows that nobody watches on Netflix that are original programming.
Netflix seems to come out with everything.
Netflix
seems to drop something every Tuesday.
Like Netflix and HBO are probably have this battle for wanting to have the number of shows that people are talking about, the number of shows that large groups, millions of people are actually watching and tweeting about and whatnot. And I think there is a ramp up in HBO's production because of that.
We've come a long way since The Highwayman.
Well, that's what I was going to say is this is a different HBO than the one who is setting the standard. HBO started doing original programming long before any other premium cable channel was doing, but it took like decades for some of these. Like Showtime now has regular original programming, but that's only in the last 10 years.
It's completely sidetracking the conversation.
Yeah.
But when I saw this, I was like, oh my God, I wonder if Aaron knows about this. Showtime. There's a series called Shangri-La. It is Rick Rubin walking you through his studio and his process.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it is just as good as it sounds.
I'm really interested in that because Rick Rubin is very much He's the type of producer that just wants to capture an experience, right?
Yes.
He's not like a Nigel Goodrich or somebody who's like, oh, let's see if we can electronic up your album here, or, you know, it's not going into like the studio with Alan Parsons and let's put the sheen on it. Or working with like Brian Eno, where it's more of a collaborative process. Rick Rubin is an observer.
Yes.
And, you know, that great documentary about the making of Blood Sugar Sex Magic, it shows, you know, I mean, they just go into a house and just start jamming. And they're writing the songs during this process. They're exploring different things. They're doing a lot of experimenting with just hitting random stuff and found sounds. And Rick Rubin is barely featured in there.
No, that's one of the things. I've seen half an episode because I was falling asleep, but I remembered where I left off. Just a half episode, I saw it. Mandy just told me the whole time, she's like, the look on your face right now, holy shit. Like, he's just an observer. One of the things that they're saying, all the engineers that they're talking about, is like, he's there, but you barely notice it.
Yeah. And it's almost one of those things where you're just like, well, what does he even do, right? Does he even do anything? But you take him out of the equation, and the proof is in the pudding in that he has produced so many, like, you know, record charting hits.
Across all genres.
But also long-term highlights of artist catalogs. You know, even somebody like Johnny Cash, who had decades and decades worth of material, and he just totally stripped it all down and just said, I just want to hear what Johnny and his guitar sounds like, and I'm just going to lean back and make sure I capture all of what the artist is doing. He doesn't talk a lot about equipment. He's not one of these guys who's like, I'm going to put 8 mics on your snare and you hit it 50 times and then we're just going to listen and then we'll find the right one. And for that matter, I don't even know how much close miking he's doing of drums or anything. He seems to be more of just capturing the room. Get a good room and capture the sound of the room. What does it sound like when I'm standing there, and do that?
He is good at finding a band's sound and capturing it. Like, what should you sound like? Let's find that vibe. You know, and I'm sure it's helped shape these bands after they've worked with them, how they should sound sonically.
Yeah. And I'm sure there's even stuff that I don't know about. But yeah, I mean, the amazing hip-hop artists that he's worked with, the heavy metal, country artists.
If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son.
So,
I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one.
Yeah. You know, I didn't like his album with Eminem. And it kind of just told me what I've kind of feared for a while now, is that I just don't like Eminem anymore. I don't like what he's doing recently. You know, I like those few that is basically 2 albums and an EP that I'm like, that's great material. It's classic. I will always want to listen to it. Outside of that, there's here and there's pieces, but you know, if you're going to go into the studio with Rick Rubin and you can't come out with something great, well, then it's not Rick Rubin's fault.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he's just trying to document what's there, and I think he captured a certain energy from Eminem's performances, but there wasn't enough.
To me, with most artists, unless you are exceptional, like legendary status, past your third album for me is always spotty. Because your first 2 are generally written before you are somebody.
Yeah.
Your third one's written when you're hitting your creative groove. But by your 4th one, it's now becoming a job to you.
Yep. You generally you'll get the first album that doesn't really do much and maybe gets a little bit of a cult following. You get the second album where the artist breaks into the charts. And then you've got the third album that everyone considers, you know, is this going to be the sophomore slump or not? Even though this is the third album, they want to see, like, can they do it again?
Where you're hitting your groove as a band.
Well, it's the proof of whether you're hitting your groove as a band or not. Mm-hmm. You either flake out and just try and recapture the magic that you got last time, mm-hmm. or you figure out where you and the band or whoever's involved in the art is going as an artist.
Yeah, my band only got 2.
Most never even get one. So, but yeah, actually,
it's called Shangri-La. Like it's an entire series.
That's pretty big because like I said, he's not one to talk equipment usually, and
he looks old. Oh, yeah, that hair's all white now.
Oh yeah.
But we're 40, so there's that.
Yes. Oh God. I watched all 3 seasons of Deadwood, and I would highly recommend this show. And I did so right after the movie came out.
Is it a Western?
Yeah. It's, like Gold Rush type of town. There's a bunch of miners moving to town, a lot of people. So there goes a lot of whores and people selling liquor and whatnot too. And it's unclaimed territory, we'll put in quotes, because it hasn't achieved statehood at this point. I think it will become, Oklahoma or something like that. So I've been really pushing my way through the series at about 1 a day. So over the course of the month, I watched the whole thing. And then got to the movie. And the movie is a 10-year jump, because the movie was made recently. It's actually, I think, a 13-year gap in between the making of the last season of Deadwood and the movie. And so you get to see that 13 years is right away. Just all of a sudden, everyone's wrinkled and gray and just hunched over.
Well, it's creeping on a decade and a half.
Yeah. And it does make you think of your own mortality a little bit.
Yeah.
Except for, I think that, what's the guy's name? He plays the sheriff in it, and he was in Justified. He was Santa Clarita Diet. Tall, good-looking dude.
Walter Goggins?
No, he's the other guy in Justified.
Damn it.
Who is the other guy?
Oh, my God. Ask Mandy. She knows. She watched that show. It's one of those shows that's on when I'm in the room.
I've never seen it.
I'll watch it when it's on with her. She tries to catch me up. I'm like, don't bother.
Timothy Oliphant. That's it. You don't know who Timothy Oliphant is? Okay. I think I know. It was kind of funny because everyone else is old as fuck and gray beard and everything. And some of the characters are old to begin with, so they're just ancient. And Timothy Oliphant, they have to...
This guy looks like he's played an evil vampire one time or two.
Possibly earlier. But they had to totally age him up. They grayed his hair. They gave him lines in his face and everything.
He was on Archer, right? Yeah, he was the guy who kidnapped Archer and wanted to get married and have at the ski lodge in Vermont. The agent that they went through.
Timothy Oliphant was...
Yeah, he was the voice of that guy.
He was the voice of the guy who kidnapped Archer. I don't remember.
Took him to a ski lodge in Vermont because he was in love with him. It was like from one of the early seasons. Wasn't his name Lucas?
I don't remember that episode.
Yes, Lucas Troy. This mashup of their best scenes.
Oh, okay. That's Timothy Oliphant doing the voice?
Yes.
The character looks like Jake Gyllenhaal.
Item 7. Oh, you all remember Lucas Troy.
What are you talking about? Luke's awesome. He's a kick-ass agent, a great wingman. He can drink Ireland under the table. Oh, man.
Wrestling with him.
Tore it up.
Just like his ISIS contract. I trained him for a year, and the minute he's worth a damn, he goes to work for Odin.
She said, oversimplifyingly.
What? And so, congratulations to all our new agents, but especially to our highest-scoring recruit, Lucas Troy.
Way to go, Luke!
I'm going to work for Odin.
He was still awesome.
Yeah, that does sound like
my
him.
Best,
Only.
Shut up. My best friend, Mother, which is why you hated him, because you were jealous of our relationship.
Ray, back me up here. Luke Troy, yes or no, gayest dude ever.
Dude, what? It was just the tip.
Head fracture asshole jock, maybe, but no, definitely not gay.
Always.
Dude, I knew you faked your death because a mole framed you for stealing that uranium.
Dude, that is such a relief. I was
I don't know,
worried
it comes
they
back
turned
to the
you in.
uranium.
Are you kidding?
You should have just bought it on Amazon.
Right?
Apparent threats to national security.
Archer, you sure you're up for this? Because this thing, it runs deep.
Dude, I love deep.
Said your mom.
Classic you. All right, GPS says I'll be there in 4 hours. Don't worry, Luke. I'm coming for you. What was that?
Phrasing.
Nice. Quit. Wait. Oh my God! Holy shit! No, Vermont has liquor stores, right? Yeah, they help you. Sucks there.
You
pussy!
Shut up! It went down wrong.
Yeah, said you're. Oh.
Yeah, doesn't work there.
Okay. Say thanks for coming.
Nope.
Nope. Seriously, if anybody finds out I helped you, I'll be disavowed.
I know, dude. I know. Thank you.
For?
Nope.
God, what a dick.
Said your mom. Boom!
Damn it! I got an El Camino full of rampage here.
This
show
used
to be so
good. Right, yes. Okay, so I know it doesn't look like much now.
I watched the
but
first
it has
episode of the new
tons
season.
Is it any good?
No.
They just run out the clock. It's the last season anyway, right?
Yeah.
The Weedsman Podcast. ChristopherMedia.net.
After a great start to the Euro 2020 qualifiers, the Republic of Ireland look to continue their 100% home record as they take on Switzerland on Thursday, September 5th at Aviva Stadium. Then on Tuesday, September 10th, we go again at Aviva for the 3 international friendly versus Bulgaria. Kick-off for both games 7:45. Show your support for the boys in green this September. Tickets on sale now starting at €20 from fai.ie/tickets. Booking fee applies.
Sometimes you've just got to get some quality me time. Like right now, when you get away for a few hours to Kildare Village, because we've got hundreds of new arrivals, including new boutiques like Sandro and Maj. Escape to Kildare Village and get front row ready for a new season with a new look and a new smile on your face. A little me time goes a long way at Kildare Village, where there's something extraordinary every day.
ChristopherMedia.net. If you like this show, please tell a friend. Please make sure to rate and comment on all your favorite Christopher Media shows. Please follow us on Twitter and like and share us on Facebook. You can subscribe to all ChristopherMedia.net shows for free on ChristopherMedia.net. Thank you for listening, and thank you for visiting ChristopherMedia.net. Thank you for visiting ChristopherMedia.net.
Attention, service members, veterans, and military families. Whether you're planning to rank up or transition out, there's a reason to consider post-university to further your education and career goals. Our Post-Eagle program is designed to help you get the most out of your financial benefits. Maximize transfer credit for relevant experience, getting you from enrollment to degree completion as fast as possible. We're here to help you every step of the way with personalized military support. Text military to 474747 to learn more.
At NJM Insurance, making our customers happy is what makes us number one. J.D. Power ranked us first in the nation for customer satisfaction with the auto insurance claims experience. Get award-winning service at njm.com. This isn't just insurance, it's NJM.